Okay, I guess we should like introduce before we just start jamming.
Yeah.
So what's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Justin Odisho podcast. This is kind of like season 2 because I haven't done one this year yet. The last one was the brother interview, number 17. So we did 17 full episodes that year. Good year. Hopefully we'll do like 20 more this year. I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? But shout out to you guys. The brother one is like the first one to hit 10K views, I think. So
Nice.
appreciate it. But this is like a group chat, so I think it'd be fun. I brought some. I'm here in LA, as you can see.
Welcome
Cool.
to
Yeah,
Los Angeles.
And I'm here with some dope people. We got. Why don't everyone just introduce themselves, like
Sounds good.
clockwise?
It's your boy Josh, aka Olufemii.
I'm Justin Odisho.
Steven Sievert.
Kirk Cedric.
All right, dope. And
He's all right.
I packed so light because I literally packed in my backpack, and so we only got 3 microphones, but they're gonna jam back and forth.
We're sharing.
And it should be fun. This is the first group chat type of thing I'm doing. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. But first, let's listen. So, all right. Are people live?
Shout
right
out to
now?
live
What are they
stream too.
saying?
Oh, what's up, live
guys?
stream?
What's up, guys?
This is on Josh's Instagram. So, yeah, it's okay to be nervous. Like as soon as the camera turns on.
Yeah.
Actually, I've never done a live
Dude, I'm
episode.
super excited right now.
We're
giddy.
so genuine right now. That's
Yeah,
what it
this is cool.
You know
People
what it
like
looks
that.
like
This is
too?
real behind the scenes. Get to know us.
On the live stream, it looks like we're holding the microphones, but they're just hearing the iPhone audio.
Yeah, oh, that's true.
I do that at home all the time. I have like my nice mic, but I realize I'm on Instagram Live and I'll be like talking to the mic. Then I'm like, they're hearing my
Oh.
regular audio.
Acoustics are more genuine, guys.
So, anyways, well, forgetting about them, we talked about like a whole bunch of stuff, a whole bunch of good stuff right now at lunch. Just for some background, I guess we all kind of have YouTube channels, right?
Yes.
So, and we're all kind of at different stages and different ages in our like lives.
Nice, like
So, me and Josh have really similar channels where we do like tutorials and stuff, and you guys are just kind of launching your channels or like taking it more seriously too, right?
Yes, I've actually been doing it quite a while now, about a year-ish on and off.
Yeah.
I started doing it so I do vlogs. They
Yeah.
were daily. I did it as a way to document my move from Oconomowoc, Wisconsin.
Where?
To Oconomowoc, Wisconsin.
What?
Yeah,
Midwest
to Los
house?
Angeles.
Oconomowoc.
Oconomowoc.
Oconomowoc. Okay,
5
that's
O's.
a word that people can't pronounce.
Yeah, yeah, it's a tongue twister, but yeah. So I did it to document my journey out here, and then I really fell in love with the process of making vlogs, creating videos, and I thought of it as a way to like better my editing and videography skills.
Mm-hmm.
And I just fell in love with how to make videos, and so I continued doing it, and then I figured, you know what, why not put it out on YouTube, and been going ever since then.
Dope.
Yeah, so for me, I've been on YouTube since like middle school, but not.
And what's your guys' channel names too?
Oh, here
Right.
you go.
Mine's Steven Sievert, SIE.
I'll link every
VERT.
description. I just was wondering if you guys use like your real names
Yeah, I
or if
use
it's
Yeah,
like
mine's just my name, Kirk Cedric. So
Kirk.
that's it.
Cool.
Yeah, so I've been on YouTube for like, I don't know, since middle school. I don't know how to do math. Not good
Years.
at that. Years, I guess. But it's just, I just got out of middle school. But this year was the year I was like, I'm gonna take it seriously and try to like push YouTube and
Yeah.
like. I'm also trying to go like not just YouTube but like filmmaking wise.
Yeah. And how old are you, by the way?
I just turned 21 last month.
Cool. So I
Hey, now.
I believe, unless you lie about your age, that you're the youngest one in here,
Yes,
right? So
I
you got more
am.
time than all of us. So
Excited.
it's like different ages, like I said. So what were you
Yeah.
saying though? You're trying to actually be a full-time.
Yeah, I'm trying to make like full time, as in with filmmaking, and then from the conversation we had earlier, probably
Yeah.
like YouTube as well.
Yeah. We just had a really good conversation about like everything, and we used up
That-
all our topics.
That
So-
should have been recorded.
So hopefully we're gonna get into it.
It was incredible.
But
It was a good conversation.
Trust us.
I do have some stuff I want to get into. Like, I do have some more stuff that we could like talk about. But like some of the things that we mentioned that I think we could hit in this podcast. Oh, by the way, time. Oh yeah, I forgot this records time. Are like we're talking a lot about vlogging versus live streaming, and even like how everyone's getting on Twitch now. And then me and Josh were talking about just like YouTube and audience growth and like just the weird thing of making tutorials, and then
Yeah.
I don't know. We can see what other topics.
Like
we
it's
get
not all
into.
about the amount, it's about the quality of the audience.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
too.
quality audience. So
Yeah.
I feel like we should have like a bunch of cards in the middle and like choose a topic. But why don't you explain to us? So like for someone that might not, let me explain how I found your channel. This is how I usually start like my interviews, but this isn't really an interview. But
Nice.
I found your channel, I think like a year ago. I don't know. Do you know if you go into YouTube analytics, you can check the most popular channels that subscribe to your channel and sort them by subscribers?
No.
So like
Dang.
you can see who's subscribed to you, and only if they make it publicly known.
Gotcha.
So you could probably like go check since when I've been subscribed to you by the month.
Yeah.
So it must have been like maybe around a year ago, maybe less, maybe more. And I don't remember. Oh yeah. So like obviously I made a lot of, I keep looking at different cameras, but we don't have to look
So
at any
many.
camera. Some people just listen to this on iTunes. But I made a whole bunch of video editing tutorials. I was going daily. Obviously like these transitions were just getting super popular. And I think you just popped up in my recommended one day because we make very similar type of. So I watch everyone on YouTube. It's like my TV. So I was like, cool, another like channel to put in my brain.
Yeah.
Like I know like everyone. I know like everyone in the niche, you know.
Yeah.
Not personally, but like I'm subscribed to like dozens of channels, and every niche is like so spread out. So that's how I found your channel. Can you explain what you were doing at that time and like how?
A year ago?
Yeah, like so that's my
Dang.
side of like our intersection, and then like
Okay, so
you explain how that got there from your end.
a year ago, I was still working full time as a video editor. I was doing YouTube. I just started doing YouTube full time maybe about 6 months ago. I've had the channel for about 2 years. I probably got into your channel about a year ago as well.
Probably
I
the
think.
same type of story.
Like basically, yeah. It was like recommended. Like everyone was talking about Justin Odisho. Like,
I don't know about all
like
that.
check out this video he did.
You know what?
That's
Actually, in
awesome.
the comments they do sometimes they'll like comment other people's channels, and I find
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
And it's great. It's like, oh wow. Like, I'm trying to remember the first video I saw that you did. The cool thing I love about Justin's channel is you put out so many freaking videos.
Too many.
It's beautiful. It's like I've seen a ton of your videos, and I remember about a year ago. That's when I think I was in my slump where I was only releasing like a video a month because I was working full time.
Well, explain what you were doing, because
Yeah.
a lot of people ask me like how they can get a job as an editor or where's my client work or whatever, and then it's kind of meta. I don't know how you say that word, but like I'm just working on building an audience and like serving the community, and I don't want clients really unless
Yeah.
it's like a particular project. So you were actually in that space, kind of more like,
Yeah.
would you say in more of the industry type of work?
Yeah, like to be honest, I don't necessarily want a lot of freelance clients either. I have my own goals as far as that we can even go into. So that I'm kind of in on that. At that point, I needed a job just to pay bills. So
As we all.
Yeah, so I was working full time
Yes,
as a video editor. I was actually working with my best friends, still some of my best friends. So it was an incredible job. Pay was good, and it was actually very comfortable, which is why I was there for so long. I think though that everyone needs to get in a place where they're able to leverage full-time work, but have their own brand and long-term goals set up so that they're able to work for themselves. Whether that means some people just love to do freelance long-term, and that's what they like to do. My goal has always been I want to do social media and get paid through social media and still do video production, which is my passion, but I'd like to do it less and less for money necessarily and more just take on projects that are either passion projects or just projects that I actually enjoy working with artists that I actually want to work with. And then still, of course, I want to get money. I need to get paid for pay bills and everything, but I'd rather get paid passively, whether it be, through digital products we're talking about, or like other ways that basically frees up time so that I can put out free content, whether it be teaching or stuff I want to do.
Yeah. So you started the channel like when?
I started the channel 2 years ago.
And that was like around the time that all this was happening. So like, did you start it specifically saying because of those goals, or did you kind of just like started to post some of your work and then?
No, the goals were different. The goals came about later. Like I didn't think I'd be able to. I didn't think that YouTube was a career when I started.
Yeah.
I was a teacher. I taught for 3 years at this community college in Santa
yeah, that's
Barbara.
really interesting.
Yeah.
Like you're a legitimate teacher.
I was a legitimate teacher. And so I had all this curriculum that I was basically repeating like every year, same classes I was teaching. And so I was like, hey, I could translate this by just putting it to YouTube. So I spent 4 days, locked myself in my room literally, and made this 14-part tutorial on just how to do Premiere if you've never done it before, if you've never video edited before. Yeah. And that's how I got started.
And by the way, so like if anyone likes my channel, you should like Josh's channel. I mean, you probably already subscribed to him, but like if you're not,
we have so much cross. Yeah. It's so hilarious.
Yeah. No, seriously, this is so cool to be sitting here because you guys are like my teachers. Besides taking like one class in college, it was like film production. I learned like the basics of editing. I've learned pretty much everything from you two and your two channels, so it's really cool.
And I was gonna say too, like so like.
I feel like everyone at my channel is subscribed to Justin's channel, so I don't even.
There's always crossover.
It's beautiful.
But I was gonna say, so that's how I got in touch with, or that's how like I came across you. Oh, it's okay. This is live.
It's my phone. Sorry.
Oh, that doesn't matter.
You can cancel it.
Do whatever you want with that. See, this is live. See, I have mine on everything, but that's okay. That doesn't matter because at first I was worried, but then okay. So, anyways, that's the fun of doing. Anyways, that's how I came across your stuff. That's how our paths crossed. But then how did... So then, so I just met you guys today too. Mm-hmm. And you guys are like cool, up and coming creative. I mean, I haven't really checked out any of your stuff, but like it seems like you guys are in the same type of like creative space.
Good stuff,
You're working on your same stuff too. So, but like, how did you meet them?
Okay, so about a month ago, I put out there that, I needed interns. Like I needed people to just help out with some of the day-to-day as far as the channel goes. And so, I got a bunch of people that were like, applying. I said,
how did they apply? Just like DM, email?
First you put something out that said DM.
Yeah.
And then so I sent something, and then it was through email.
I could have been a little bit more clear. So, so I put something on Instagram basically saying, I think I said DM or email, but basically it was like, there's just a whole list of criteria. You have to live near here. You have to have a relatively open schedule. And so these guys were like, basically my top picks.
Sign me up.
So
how'd you guys come across it? You just DM?
Yeah, DM'd him. So I've been following Josh on like social media, and then I knew he kind of went to Hillsong like church, and I was like, man, this guy does awesome stuff off from work. And I saw his Instagram message or his story, and I was like, dude, I know I want to learn. I want to learn more about film production. I want to learn more about YouTube. I just want to learn. Like that's my goal. Yeah. And so I sent him like my resume, type like real-ish, I guess you could say, and then he finally got back to me. So that was pretty cool.
Mine was also through Instagram, because like usually for me, like since like going into that year or this year, I quit my job in school, so I was like, I need to find a way to get work. Yeah. Or like experience.
And you guys are both going to film school? Or
no, I was just going to community college.
Okay.
And I was like paying it for myself. I was like, I'm not done paying for this.
Yeah.
So yeah, I saw it on Instagram, and then I was like, or when I saw it, I was like,
So you guys were both following Josh?
Yeah, I was following Josh. That's how I saw it, through like his stories, and then I applied. Funny thing is though, like I made my resume. I think I've never told this. For that. Like I didn't have a resume.
He's like, you're done.
Yeah. So like that was it. Like that was the only thing. That was the first time I ever made a resume. So
the whole relationship is built on deceit.
Awesome, man. It was meant to be.
But no,
it's a catalyst. You helped us out.
No, that's really cool because a lot of people DM me all the time and ask like, is there anything you need help with, or like I just want to get experience or whatever. I'm just like, I don't know. I don't need any help right now.
Yeah. That was the thing for me though. Like,
what was like the value in it for you? Because, I mean, so is this internship not to like be prying in? Is this like a paid internship or like experience, or because this is like a topic? So it's so both of you are benefiting in some way, right? So you're offering them like, here you guys are on my podcast. This is going on my channel. Obviously they don't get that many views, but like, so you guys are getting This
is my hope that they were getting. My hope was that, especially after I got to know them, they're so talented as far as like you guys are so driven as far as what you want to do. You know what you want to do. You're being consistent with putting out content and reaching those goals. I kind of hoped to kind of open up I feel like people's biggest issues sometimes is you have this sick content, but people aren't seeing it. So I wanted you guys to kind of, meet my circle, show my circle how sick you guys are, and everyone that has met you has loved you. And then, yeah.
And what did you guys hope to gain from it? And then this is the last day of it, right? The internship?
Yeah.
It was like a month-long thing.
The final shebangs today.
Yeah. And what did you guys hope to get from it? Because you said you just reached out to him because you're like, I just need to do something. And what have you actually gotten from it?
Nice. Good question. So yeah, I wanted to see how he ran his YouTube channel. First and foremost, I think for me trying to run my own YouTube channel, I wanted to see what all goes into his process and how much time he puts into everything and just kind of the nuts and bolts behind that. And so the first project we did, we made our own tutorial for Olufemii tutorials or video essay. Shameless plug, check it out.
I don't watch other tutorials because it's just the last thing I want to do is watch a tutorial.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll look at them, but the last thing I'll do is watch a tutorial.
I like interviews too, better.
Yeah.
Artists and stuff.
I'll listen to those, yeah.
But it was cool. So he showed us his process. So we did research, we outlined it, we filmed it, we edited it, and it was amazing. It was a great learning experience, and so that was exactly what I wanted out of that.
And what did you see about what were you like? Oh,
how much work he puts into every video, and how script outlined everything is for me, because I do
doing that before.
Yeah, I don't really do that. I do daily vlogs, so it's kind of like, oh, something exciting's going on today, or I'm just doing whatever. I'm just gonna vlog it, and hopefully something cool happens, or I'm just having fun with it. But for him, it's a lot of thinking about what really he wants to teach, and you can totally see that because he's a teacher. I realized okay, he's a teacher. I totally get that. That's obviously why he makes tutorials and stuff. It goes hand in hand. That's why he's so successful at it.
Yeah.
And so it was cool to see how much effort and with the process behind putting an outline, doing research, and then filming it. Filming it was only a quarter of the process. It was nothing. Filming and editing, it was nothing. But the research and everything that went into it is incredible to see. So that was cool to see all that.
Totally agree.
Yeah.
Kurt, could you stop that and then start it again, just as you're talking?
Oh, did it freeze or something?
It's been black this whole time.
I don't know. It's frozen.
I think you need to swipe the message up and then go back. Exposed.
There we go.
Wait, so what was the question again?
It was you reached out to him because you were hoping to gain something, and you have your own channel and stuff, and so like I said, this was a trade win-win situation type of thing. He gets interns and you guys get to build relationships and just see behind the scenes and learn the process. So what did you learn? He said he just learned a lot of a lot of research and notes go into it. What about you?
So going into this,
if you met someone really cool.
Oh no, that's so going into this, I just wanted experience of just me taking a step forward and where I'm trying to go. You felt just saying yes would you just want to see where it goes because you felt like it could go somewhere good. I also knew from his from some of his videos or he knew Matt Alonso.
Oh yeah.
So I was if I could meet him, and
you might meet other people.
I was that'll be perfect because I've never had a real world or actual time on set, and I literally experienced that.
Yeah.
Knowing Josh.
What did you guys do on set?
We shot a music video.
Dope. Yeah.
It was
Director Josh.
It was crazy.
You guys were all there?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was such a fun experience because I was telling them.
Was that the one you guys just shot?
Yeah. Yesterday or 2 days ago?
Is it top secret? Or can we say?
No, it's not top secret. We won't mention the artist quite yet, but
okay, cool. It'll probably be out on your Instagram
yeah.
or whatever by the time this is out.
Yeah,
maybe not, I don't know.
In a month, about a month.
By the time people watch this, maybe because people will watch this 2 months from now. So
yeah,
just follow all of us.
Just follow us. Yeah.
Okay, just follow all of us.
But no, so the cool thing about this video was, of course I've been doing film production for a while, but this is the first video that so I've known Matt Alonso. I feel like everyone you guys should know who he is. Top music video director. I've known him for 3 years. He was when I was teaching, he was actually my guest. He was one of my guest speakers, and that's where we met for my class. But we'd known each other for a while, but we had never worked together as far as like we'd done YouTube videos together, but I had never actually like worked on one of the sets. So we had this cool opportunity where there was a budget that I got that was enabled me to hire him basically as basically like a mentor and a like producer kind of to help me with this. And so I mean, we all were just learning the whole time. Like I was technically directing the video, but like I like deferred to him for so much stuff as far as just like practical stuff. Yeah. So we all basically interned.
Yeah.
For that. It was sick.
What did you guys see on set? Like we're like, oh, that's how that works.
Oh yeah, there was a bunch of like, okay, so it's like they were strict on time. Like everything was like basically
budget goes on time, right?
Yeah.
You're paying by the hour.
Like time is money basically.
Do you rent like rent like more expensive cameras just for the shoot, so that goes by day and stuff? So
yeah, we had the location, the crew.
And then we had to like prep
as far as
the
time
prep before
goes.
that too.
So you did meet Matt eventually.
I met Matt.
So there you go.
Yeah.
You thought it.
Yeah, look at that. Came into fruition.
That was awesome.
No, yeah, Matt loves them.
He loves me.
Yeah.
No, but what else was it?
And now it's the end, right? So
yeah, it was the end.
So now
it's actually the beginning.
Whatever's next.
The end is the beginning.
It's a new beginning.
Ooh, I like that. I like
that's,
that a lot.
I mean, that's a topic that comes up a lot. By the way, like shout out Black with No Cream.
Black with No Cream. What up? We're on.
What up, Ben? What up, Ben?
I might do a podcast with him Sunday, possibly.
Do it.
If our schedule is fit. I'm trying to make it work in the morning. My flight leaves Sunday.
Give the fans what they want, Justin.
Yes. But if you don't know, our friend Ben Haggerty, Ben Real versus World, I always mix it up.
Ben World versus Real.
has a Facebook creator group called Black with No Cream. You guys should check it out. I forgot why I was shouting that out. Oh, but like always when I'm on there, I see people asking about like, and people always DM me too, like, is film school worth it? Or like, should I go to, I had just had a kid DM me and say, I just finished high school and now I don't know if I should go to film school or just start my own production company. And I personally wouldn't consider myself like a filmmaker, and I didn't go to film school. I just went to regular school. I'm just kind of doing this creative entrepreneurial thing online that I fell into. But I have talked to a lot of people on my podcast that are like more industry type of like directors, and they did go to film school and they didn't go to film school. And what the number one thing they've all said is whether or not it's worth it or not, the number one thing that is worth it about it is that you build relationships and network and connections, not the actual knowledge that you're learning, because you can learn that anywhere. So like that is so important. Like just the relationships that you made so far is taking you like so much further now.
No, yeah, like I met people on that set who like I'm messaging right now. I was just like, I'm just trying to keep like a friendship between them because who knows, like they might need me or not.
Yeah,
the industry's so small out here.
Yeah, I didn't know
it's
that.
crazy.
Because there's like people you knew. I was like, oh damn, you know them. Like I was just a fan of them, and then you know them personally. So I was like,
so what's your guys' take on like the old film school question? Like, should I go to film school?
Well, so here's the thing. I was a big advocate for saying don't go to film school. Learn everything on YouTube. Because I didn't go to film school. I learned everything. Actually at church. It's another story. But
yeah, you guys mentioned church twice now. It sounds like something sweet is going on there. No, it sounds like there's like lots of dope people going to this church. It's like an exclusive Supreme church.
It's a sweet church. I just knew Josh went there, and that's the only connection.
Anyway, it's great. We can talk about that more later. But like, so that's just to say, I didn't go to film school, but I would actually I've changed my mind. I think you should go to film school if you can. If you're in the part of your life where you're still young, you have a little bit of free time, take advantage of film school, because not only do you get to learn, not only do you get to make connections, but if you're not the person that is well disciplined as far as time management and as far as learning things, you will be forced to learn software and techniques and catchphrases and equipment names that you would have to learn by yourself. And some people are great learning stuff by themselves. Some people are able to say, for this week, I'm going to learn Cinema 4D, and I'm going to just completely just not be distracted. But I'm not like that. I need a little bit more structure. So Yeah, it just depends who you are.
Yeah.
Film school will force you at the end of that semester to learn a certain amount of things that have been predetermined.
I guess we'll go like clockwise. Me, I'll say, because it seems like we're speaking to a certain type of person right now. Like the podcast is definitely probably engaged with by video creatives, like similar to ourselves. Literally could be probably any one of us. Basically, this is like who's listening. I mean, actually, I need more females on the podcast. My audience ratio is 80-20%.
Shout out to all the ladies.
I'm 80-22.
I have had, I think, 1 or 2 on so far. Sarah Dici was one episode.
Nice.
But I've reached out to like 2 or 3 more. Don't get me wrong, I'm not slacking, but sometimes it's just hard to like connect with people.
Shout out to my girlfriend.
Your
She follows you
girlfriend's out
too.
here.
She's one of
Thank
them.
you. What's her name? If you don't want to say, you don't have to. Shout out to you.
Shout out to our
This is
my
for
girlfriend.
you.
We'll see you soon.
Okay.
See you soon.
Anyways, so keeping in consideration that type of person
Yeah.
who probably wants to do like video type of stuff, I will
I'm
say
sorry.
no, it's okay, no worries.
Sorry,
Who?
guys.
It's no
You
biggie.
started
It's
it.
really super casual.
Okay.
I mean, for the live stream people. But anyways, speaking for like that type of audience who probably wants to create vlogs or have a YouTube channel or etc. Okay, here's what I'll say. Someone asked this on the Black with No Cream page, and I chimed in and I said, okay, if you're trying to be like if the route that you want to go is like you want to do like industry type of work, you want to do music videos for your artists that you like, big name artists, you want to do professional polished stuff, or you want to work in a team alongside like the traditional type of work, if that's what your passion is, that's what you think you might want to explore, then I would like take your standpoint a little bit and and say, you know, sure, you could yes, you can always do anything by yourself, but maybe if you want to go that like super classic route, then this will be a great chance for you to just learn and meet the people that you need to meet, even if you don't end up learning even if you could learn it on your own, you meet the people that end up, you know, doing the work that with you. But I will say, if you're just like if you just want to be like me, or like if you just want to be a vlogger, or if you just want to basically do anything, you can 100% do it on your own. Maybe you are not into filmmaking. Like maybe you watch my channel because video editing is beyond filmmaking.
Yeah.
That's how I even got into this.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's why what I'm doing is so meta, because I'm not a filmmaker and I don't want to be, and I never went to film school. But video editing is beyond that. Like people edit videos of them doing their makeup tutorials or playing video games.
Yeah.
This is the best example, because like tying it into the Twitch thing that's blowing up, people have to edit their video game clips together, right? And there's no camera being used there. It's all a game engine camera, which people like do montages with and stuff. And so like they're completely removed from filmmaking. They just need to use video editing and the video editing softwares to put these like to put their content together. So they might not even care about that world. So if you're that type of person who just wants to be a modern day content creator, I will say 100% you can do it on your own, and you probably don't even need to like go to even regular college. But that's a whole different topic that I think has been beaten, that I don't really have the answers to, and I feel like it's super individual. So I'll just wrap up this long monologue
That's good.
by saying, at the end of the day, I believe like the people that are gonna find a way to do it are gonna find a way. Like the information's out there, the books are out there, mentors are out there. This is your mentorship right now for like random dudes right now. Consider this your mentor. People like take it so seriously, like I need a mentor, and you can do that in person, like you had with Matt kind of relationship.
Yeah.
But I live in Michigan, right? So that like there's not that many people around me, but I surround myself with the channels I subscribe to, the books that I read. I sound like Ty Lopez now, but anyways,
You do read a lot of stuff. I'm watching your stuff. I'm like, dang, I need to read more.
yeah, I've been
like,
trying to do this thing where I read 25 pages a day, and then you just end up reading like a book a week.
Dang, see.
Wow. Okay.
I respect
I
that.
don't get me wrong, I haven't read in like a week now, but I did just read Brave New
A
World
week.
in 1984.
It's like really good.
Nice.
school.
They're all high school books.
Oh, nice.
I like Brand New World.
Yeah, but I mean, we can talk more about that. But I guess, yeah, that's what I'll say. Like,
it's awesome.
Don't get confused by like the "do I need to go to film school" question if that's not even what you're trying to do. Like, if you know it's for you, do it. But if you're like, why do they keep talking about film school? I'm just trying to like put these video game montages and become a streamer. Then like, don't ask yourself if you need to do that. You know, just remember nothing is stopping you from starting right now. And then at the end of the day, if you go or don't go, it's pretty like inconsequential. It's just like a couple years of your life. You agree or no?
I agree. It was just a weird place for me to say that, but
I felt like you're saying like no.
Yeah. No, but okay.
But what about you guys? So you dropped out and you.
So I went to traditional. I got a degree in communications and entrepreneurship,
which is kind of similar.
I can see
kind of
that.
similar.
That's
I
better.
took
Entrepreneurship.
So I
hear
did.
that.
So there was 2 routes in the communication school. There was radio, TV, film, and then like just rhetoric, study of like.
You said
learning.
you took a podcast class.
I
That
did,
sounds
yeah.
fun,
So it
dude.
was
That
cool.
sounds
So I got
fun.
to learn. So I learned.
I
I only
doing
took
it right?
one. Yeah, it looks good, man. So we basically just study podcasts, and we got to like create our own and stuff. It was super cool. But so I got introduced to like all different types of media, which was cool. But most of them weren't production courses; they were just like the study of media.
Yeah.
There's all these old professors who were very knowledgeable, but we would just study the stuff, and I was like, oh, okay.
Like, I hear that the youngins. I hear this is what they do.
Yeah, I hear this is what they do. And then I'd go to YouTube and I'd learn the more modern days like creative stuff, which I could do like right then and there. And I'd be like, okay, that's where I can learn how my production work. But I didn't fall in love with creating videos and production until like my senior year of college. So I didn't know if going to film school was in the cards for me. And I would say, I don't know. I'm torn. Like,
Did you even like?
I didn't consider it. No.
Because what do you want to do eventually?
You know, see, I'm still up in there.
So
like,
yeah, so that's the thing.
So
like,
that's like I'm still. I still want to learn like traditional film production, and I want to make YouTube videos.
Yeah.
This guy's
But
such
I
a-
don't think going to film school would have been right for me. I know personally it wouldn't have been right for me. I would have been still like even more in debt. So I
don't even know what it costs. I'm just like talking out of my neck.
it would going to
film school.
yeah going
Go.
to another
Try it.
Spend 20 grand.
exactly yeah. I think it's
Spend
way more
50
than
grand.
that, dude. I'm already in debt as it is going to a regular college, and then going to another like specialty school on top of that. That's out of the question. Not an answer.
Yeah.
But and then I think just get real world experience. But at the same time, it's easier to go to school where, like you said, it's more structured, and you can meet and network easier. Like for me, just coming out here and just okay, I moved to LA. Now what? It's a lot harder to meet people and learn, I think, in the moment than it is in school.
Yeah.
I think so.
It is a good
I mean, I think
environment.
you can argue both ways, but I think it's easier to meet people in school.
Yeah.
And I also think, it's easier to learn directly from a teacher when they're there. But instead of getting thrown like right on a set and you're just like, oh, okay, I've never done this before.
Yeah.
What do I do now?
Everyone's there on the same mission. You know, like everyone in the classroom probably has similar goals.
Yeah.
Might be a personality thing too. Like Steven,
Probably.
you have a very like likable personality.
Oh, thanks, man.
And I've definitely grown into that too in the last few years, but the majority of my life I was very, very quiet, and I almost needed some type of driving force, like maybe film school, to push me into those relationships I needed to be in. So I think you're right. Like I have a lot of like I know people that are like you that they're the life of the party as soon as they go into the room, and and they're very, very devoted and focused, and
Thanks.
they don't need film
Thanks.
school.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I think if I would have learned early on that I did like film production sooner, I probably would have wanted to go to film school.
Yeah.
I just didn't learn that soon enough.
Kirk.
All right.
Kirk.
Why? So you
He
did
said-
something that we all like. I always wish I just would have been able to been like, yeah, I dropped out.
But when I say drop out, I didn't even go to like a university. I went
Yeah,
to
but
like,
that's
a
the
community
thing.
college, and I'm like, I'm just done. Like,
Yeah.
I
I
just
went to a
stopped.
community college for my first 2 years too. But like, go ahead. I was gonna say, why did you decide to
So like, I dropped out and I was out of school for 2 years, and then I went back
and finish?
and finished. And that
Why?
was like solely just to finish for myself, just
Yeah,
to prove
yeah.
I could do it.
Yeah.
And that was it. And like, that's why I did it. And there was nothing to do with like film production or anything there.
Yeah.
And then I found film after the fact.
Gotcha.
So I'm glad I went back to college and like
Yeah.
finished in that aspect.
That's a really good perspective.
yeah.
So like,
Nice.
you're a few years younger than us too. So
Yes.
it's like, this stuff that we're saying in retrospect, like you said, I dropped out and then I went back and I realized, and then I've met someone. Like you're still on that. Who knows what's gonna happen?
Yeah,
in
that's
2 or
exactly
3
what
years.
Like
so,
when you're like, the people we're talking, it's like you're basically talking to me. Like I'm the audience. Because I'm just listening to everything you're saying. I was like, I could relate to like all the minus the school stuff because I dropped out. But
and we watch like all the same YouTube channels. It seems like because we keep bringing it up. So like
all these insiders.
Obviously, we probably have very similar interests. You know.
So yeah, finishing high school, I iffy about film. Like I was already into film. Like I was doing it since middle school. Like I would just edit anything I would be doing. Like what I realized for me was like I would start scootering. Like I used to scooter. I was one of those kids, and then I would film it.
You're from LA, right?
Yeah, I'm from here.
So you probably like have soaked up the culture, you know?
Yeah.
Unlike us, we have to find it through the internet.
Yeah, it's just now that I'm going out more because I have the freedom to. But like, I used to like film my scootering videos. I got tired of scootering. I would do like, I don't know, like church videos. And then from there, I would do like
church.
Number four.
Sorry,
Supreme Church.
Church.
It's an exclusive club. You have to try out. No. Anyways.
And then like I got into kendama, if you guys know what that is, and I would film that.
I want one of those. If you watch my brother podcast, they had a kendama on the table and the cat knocked it over.
Nice. No, but yeah, and then I would film that. And then what I realized, like, this was all still in high school or going into high school.
Okay, turn my phone off. Sorry, guys.
You can just silent it.
I'm too popular. It's the exact same number that's called me all 4 times.
As if it's urgent, you can hit it up while we talk.
Hey, guys.
Anyways.
So hopefully no
like
one in my family's dying right now.
Oh, shoot.
No, what were you saying?
Yeah,
now?
but like all those things I was doing on the side, it would all relate back to film. So I realized like, all right, this is what I wanted to do.
When you say film, like, were you into editing first, or like when did you pick up a camera or the software first? Because what's weird is I picked up the software for 10 years ago. I picked up the editing software 10 years ago, like editing, not Premiere, like I was in Vegas and After Effects.
Shout out to Sony Vegas.
Oh, that's where I started.
Sony Vegas in the house.
But I was like playing around in the software with like video game clips or just creating
but
like
stuff that you haven't shot. Like it was just things
it was like video game recording, or it was like nothing, no camera, because it was just like a swirly firework in After Effects and it said like Justin Odisho.
Hey.
Like
cool.
those like crappy like After Effects 10 years dated type of things.
Particle generator.
And then I picked up a camera like a couple of years ago, to be honest, and because I wanted to start making like show my face on my YouTube channel. And then when I picked up the camera, I learned a whole another side of it, like, oh, that's how exposure, like, that's exposure. That's because all these things I knew in Photoshop exactly what exposure and curves did, and I was like really good at the curves tool. But it's like when you pick up the camera, you round it out completely because now you're behind and in front of it,
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So did you like pick up?
For me, it was both. I already knew about like if you film, you would have to edit it.
Yeah.
And I started off with like first it was Windows Movie Maker.
Yeah.
And it was just like
shout out
to Windows Movie Maker.
So yeah, I was just like I would film and then edit that. But there was no like technique to what I was filming. I would just point and I'm like, oh, I could edit this later.
Yeah, you were just following what was fun for you.
And then when I learned, like I tried learning effects, like cool effects to do. But that's when I jumped to Sony Vegas.
Yeah.
And so that's when I learned about like, oh, you have to shoot it right to get the effect right.
I liked Vegas, dude. I was so good at Vegas.
Dude. Vegas was so beyond its time.
It was like Sony Vegas 7 or
you
something.
could do masking in Sony Vegas way before Final Cut 7.
Yeah.
What I would do before, like when I didn't have Premiere, I would be on Sony Vegas, but I would watch people's tutorials on Premiere and try to like, I think I could like mimic that on like.
People do that with my channel still. And I mean, why not? If I'm just teaching like some general effect, whatever program you're in, like you can watch it,
There's always a way.
the button might be like here, but I'm showing you the general idea,
Yeah. That's interesting.
I
still try to get Final Cut. I have like diehard Final Cut X users that tell me every day that I need to start switching over
to Mac,
and it's never gonna happen.
No. That's one thing I'll say. Like, when you're trying to create when you're like speaking of like growing an audience and like creating content.
Yeah.
There's certain times where you can't listen to your audience, and okay, this sounds so bad.
No, it sounds good. Keep talking.
We'll not listen to anything you say.
I don't mean it like
I'll finish it for you.
No, I don't mean like can't listen. I mean your audience is there not to lead you. They're there for you to lead them in a way. Like, don't you hate when channels just constantly ask, "What do you guys want to see next?" Yeah. So it's like I subscribe to you. Just serve me up something. Just, I don't know, make me something, So it's up to you to like steer your channel. You can't let like one. Yeah, I bet there is like 5% of people that would love for you to make Final Cut, but then like it steers your channel in the wrong direction in a way. Maybe it's the right direction. I don't know, but like you got to follow your gut.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I can't do you can't do everything, and sometimes someone makes a suggestion, but they're not informed of like your larger picture thing and why you're doing something. Like, you know.
Yeah.
How were you gonna finish it if I didn't stop? You can't listen to your audience. How are you gonna finish it? Was it like much more like? That's right.
I love my subscribers. They're all great. No, they're incredible. Like, yeah. I actually love how you put that. Like, people want to be led. They don't necessarily want to follow.
Yes.
Yeah. That's all I'm gonna say for now.
I think that's the best way. Like, there's certain times when you want to lead and when you want to follow. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you follow a channel, you don't want to be a part of like coming up. Well, some people do, but like sometimes you don't. You want them to do the work. You're just there to watch. But then on your own channels, that's time for you to come up with the ideas and do the work.
Yeah, know? I feel like when you watch something, you kind of want to shut off, and you don't want to input or anything. You just want to shut off and be entertained. Yeah. You know, you want to be told what to do.
But you know what's actually really interesting? How this is kind of a cool segue. Shout out to 400 subscribers, by the way.
Yes,
talking about our subscriber,
Congrats.
Justin. Talking about the whole subscriber ecosystem.
Audience growth, or like growing an audience.
Well, no, as far as just who's there already, what I feel like we all realize is that it's not a monolith of people. It's a bunch of different types of people with all these different types of ideas. So when you're creating content, you got to choose. Okay, do I want to create generic content that everyone's gonna like? Or do I want to?
You can't. That's impossible. You can't please everyone.
Well, transitions. Create like a transition video.
I guess what you're saying is there's.
Well, I'm just saying you can
know what's gonna be popular.
Yeah, so you
or niche.
You have two choices. You can either just do the generic, and both are right. Generic transitions videos to kind of.
But even that is so specific. Like a transition video is so niche. When I hear generic, I think like generic is like a. It's like a. Not in a rude way, but like a Paul Brother vlog. Not generic, but that's like the largest target demographic. Okay. Is doing like a kid-friendly, like vlog, high action.
Or like how to use Premiere.
A Premiere tutorial is like already so niche. Like there's probably only like, there's no channel. I think 1 million is like the peak for like a filmmaking channel. And there's channels with more than that. And now it's growing maybe like 2 million. Yeah. But like strictly for software demonstration channels, like Video Copilot is like almost at like 500,000, I think. That's like, I would consider like, if he doesn't have 1 million, like who will? And that's, so if you were saying like, I'm going to start an After Effects channel, strictly After Effects. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You're going to you're going to look, and this is what I did when I started my channel. I started my channel with a lot of Photoshop stuff. I said, this channel is going to be about Photoshop for now. And I looked and I said, okay, there's a channel that's about Photoshop, has about like 250,000 subscribers. And I saw that like, okay, there's at least like a target audience of like 400,000 people that want to watch Photoshop. I never got there doing Photoshop, but like I just naturally did that in my head, you know, when but okay, I totally hijacked your point, but I will agree that like,
no, you're good.
Okay, within the circle of what we do, how to, like, there is general and specific. So what would you say is like specific?
Okay, so right, so you can either choose to do a general as opposed to in regards to what we do. You're right, or you could choose to be specific. A specific video for me would be. I
liked your one about like don't discount your work. Or whatever.
Nice. I would still figure that's still
is that still general? I feel
like.
Okay, go more specific.
Specific would be like when I steer towards like hip hop editing techniques. You know, there's
or like lighting maybe like so specific down to like how to rig.
How to light a party scene in a hip hop.
Yeah, that's
video.
Pretty specific.
Yeah, how to do a camera shake effect. That's only going to apply to people that like to do music videos, probably. Most likely hip hop music videos. So I know for a fact that video is probably going to do significantly lower than say a transitions video. And I'm okay with that. So if I have someone in my, that's like saying, hey, I want you to do this type of video, I'll do it if I'm ready to specifically cater to that niche market.
Yeah.
But
so
you
the
have
Final Cut stuff.
Yeah. So again, you got to learn how to listen to your audience and just take that info to kind of understand all the different types of niches that you have in your audience. That's like really valuable knowledge. And then not necessarily answer it immediately, but just kind of have it in the back of your mind.
I absolutely agree. Like, one thing a lot of people don't realize too is that all audiences are like so different. So like I just hit like 400,000, but my latest video will still get like 10,000 views, which I am super happy about. Like I will never not be excited about 10,000 views. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'll never like not. Maybe I will one day. Like if I have like 10 million subscribers, I will never not be like. I will never look at a video that got like 10,000 views and be like, man, nobody's watching. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Because think about how many...
I used to make videos every single day that got like 300, 500 views, or like, if I cracked 1,000, I would be like, views. I mean, you guys are like still trying to find your audience, and you're smaller. So like you're fresh in that. Like, what do you appreciate? You still
100 views. If my video gets 100 views, it's good.
100%. See, that's amazing. See, like
for me, it's not even the views. It's just like if someone comments like something very like
or
insightful, like they're actually going into the detail of my video. It's like yesterday, some guy's like, "Hey, I really love your work. This is great content. I love he broke down my video. I was like, I can't wait for more."
Yeah,
I was like, that's a great comment.
You know someone actually watched the video.
Yeah, like they saw the detail in it.
I used to have on my phone that I'd get an email every time someone subscribed. So and because I was only getting like 15 subscribers a day, like years ago in college, and I remember I'd be sitting in class and I'd check my email and I'd be like, yes, 3 new people subscribed.
And then you'd look at them and like stalk them.
No,
I used to do that back in the day.
Well, I don't know if I went
like,
that far.
Sorry. It's all coming
out.
Shut them out. Yo.
For me, like when I got those subscription notifications.
You still, like, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I still get those.
But you only turn them off after a certain point.
Yeah. Because it's not if it's more consistent, I'll be like, oh yeah, I'm just turning this off.
Yeah.
I don't want to see more of this. But like.
But you like seeing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it means a lot.
Because sometimes when I watch their channel too, it's like, I feel like it's just like I don't know, why would they subscribe to me? I always ask them like, why? Like, I wonder what you like about my
Yeah, a lot of the times if I see if they subscribe to me, I check the other channels that they're subscribed to.
Yeah, and you wonder.
I'm like, okay, where are they coming from? Or like, why do they like my channel?
Not that it matters, but like, how many subscribers do you guys have right now?
I think I have like 186. It's like
okay, and Steven?
Like 950.
Okay, so there's a certain type. I do this too. There's a certain type of person that will subscribe to a channel before like it has 1,000, like the first 1,000 subscribers. Because I think I'm subscribed to a handful of people that maybe only have like a couple hundred. And there's this one dude I'm subscribed to. He makes like reactions to music videos or new music, and he just has like the exact same taste as me, and he's funny as hell. And like he must have like I think like 200 subscribers or something. But his videos are so funny, and like I genuinely know his channel could have. He just doesn't upload very often, but like I genuinely enjoy his channel, and it doesn't matter to me like how many people are like subscribed.
So do you think those people are like really those are really valuable subscribers?
Not exactly that the first 1,000 is the most valuable, but I'm just saying like only a hardcore YouTube user like. Is that like good at using the search? Because you have to be good at using the search engine to like find maybe they find like a kendama video, and I do agree, like yes, if someone subscribed to you guys right now, they're not subscribing just because everyone else is there. It's like they genuinely enjoy your content. Because sometimes like at this point someone might just come across my channel and just be like, oh, looks like other people like this. Seems like it might be a good resource. I'm just going to like throw it in the bookmarks or whatever. And then they might not like really even know what it is yet. With you guys, like no one would do that yet until they like subscribe. But it's a whole different game, like where we're at right now versus like, no, what I mean, like, no. It's, you guys don't even understand. We're at the same level. It sounds stupid. They don't even understand.
Well, thank you.
Literally, unless I have
400 over.
Unless somebody has like, I'm telling you, they don't even understand. Unless somebody has like 1 million more subscribers than you, you might as well be at the same level. You can literally get 100,000 subscribers overnight. I know it sounds ridiculous, but it's not. It's so true. Like
especially within a year.
Yeah.
Way more.
I literally, I have a little bit of a head start than you guys maybe at this point, but I would never, like, you guys could pass me like that.
Okay, that's my goal.
I'm being honest. Like,
yeah.
a channel that's going, like, blowing up fast can get 500,000 subscribers in a month. You guys just haven't thought about it like that yet.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, if I'm sitting here thinking, like, oh, dude, they got so much to go to get here. No, like, I could wake up tomorrow and you guys could be past me. You know what I'm saying? Well, not like it's a competition or
like have him on our podcast next
I
month.
would love that. It's not a competition. I'm just saying, the separations are not as much as you guys think. Like, because
that's a good point.
You know what is more important than subscriber count? Video upload count. Like how many videos you create. It's 100% what builds your channel. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like building your library of videos. Like I want to hit 1,000 videos uploaded. I'm at like 560 or something.
I don't even know what
how many videos do you guys have uploaded? I'll give you a quick number of that.
I unlisted a lot. Like when I was a child, I was like, or not child, but like when I was younger, I was like, these gonna be embarrassing to watch for other people. So I was like, I don't really know average how much I have.
But the like once you get like your first 1,000 or 2,000 subscribers, then you can look at like, okay, it took me 20 videos to get 2,000 subscribers. Yeah. So dude, then you can be like, okay, cool. If I want to get 10,000 subscribers, I just got to make 50. I can't do math. Yeah. Whatever the math. I just got to make 100 videos.
I must be doing something wrong then. I don't know. I've got like 250 videos, 300 videos almost. But I do vlogs, I guess.
What happens with vlogs is like you have to hit the game is different when you're trying to get from 0 to 100 is the hardest 100.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I told him that. I was like, dude, getting your first 100 subscribers is the hardest thing.
My first, how long it took me to hit 100,000? I started my channel in 2011. So on and off from 2011 to like 2016, so 5 years or something to hit 100,000. Right? Mm-hmm. And then I hit another 100,000 in 3 months.
Wow.
So like you have 250 videos up and you've been doing your channel for years or whatever. How many years?
About a year.
1 year, right? So 5 years. Okay, I don't know if it's going to take that long, but like 1 year, you can't even count right now. You just have to make videos because the people aren't there yet.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll put it to you guys like this actually. So when did you stumble upon like, I don't know if you guys like are even subscribed to me or like watch or like
of course, bro.
Are you? Okay. Okay. When did you find my channel?
I would probably be within the past year.
Okay, I started my channel in 2011. Okay. So my channel has been there since 2011.
Yeah, but then again, I wasn't
No. I'm not saying like anything against you. I'm saying look at how the internet works. Like,
true.
Okay, how about this? Even more specific. Do you remember like? Okay, let's say I uploaded a video in 2013, and you just stumbled upon it in 2017. Mm-hmm. It took you 4 years. You know how like it takes time for like the sun's light to like come to Earth?
Yeah.
You know how like they say if the sun went out? I wrote a Medium article on this.
Nice.
You know how they say like if the sun were to stop shining? Right
it would take like a year, so many years.
No,
we wouldn't know.
No, it would only take like 7 minutes.
Okay, we wouldn't know for 7.
No, it would take like a year for us to like turn into an apocalyptic death or whatever. But if the sun went off right now, we wouldn't realize it until 7 minutes later because the distance that light travels.
Yeah.
It's so it's the same thing with videos in a weird way. If you post a video right now, someone might not stumble upon it until like 2 years because you guys didn't stumble upon my channel until like 5 years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it was there. So like, you get what I'm saying?
No, I get exactly what you're saying. No, like, 100%. Yeah, that's why you need like a back catalog and like continue making videos. That's funny.
You don't realize that the video you posted last week.
Yeah.
Someone might only first find it like a year from now.
That's actually really funny. So I've got a video. I think it's like my first video that I posted on YouTube, my first like vlog-ish kind of thing. And it's like got a ton of views right now. It's like getting like 1,000 views a day or something like that. It's getting pretty wild. I'm like, wow, okay.
Sometimes
2 years and then someone's viewing it. That's interesting. Cool.
My bro has this really cool, shout out to Chris Simon. He has this phrase that he uses called, this concept he talks about called the feedback loop. And what it basically means is like, say you're starting a YouTube channel. He's trying to start his YouTube channel. and you're kind of discouraged because people aren't seeing your videos. You're putting so much work into them, people aren't seeing them. From what he's like seen, he's like, yo, you need to just have a library where you just consistently make videos and not even worry about how many people are actually going to see them, because all you need is that big push from say Justin shouts you out.
I can't give that big of a push. I can't give a push to myself.
Yo, Justin, hook it up.
No, I mean,
I can't even get people to follow me on Twitter.
but seriously,
follow me on Twitter.
Say Justin shouts you out, and that's a rare opportunity, right? You're gonna have this huge flood of traffic suddenly looking at your channel. He's gonna probably shout out one of your videos.
Relatively.
I'm serious. And if you don't have a whole catalog that you've worked on for all these years, it's going to be almost a wasted shout out, a wasted push, because they're only going to look at that video and then they're going to
build it before they come.
Yeah.
Build it before you need to use it.
Yeah. They're going to look at your brand.
If you build it, they will come.
If you build it, they will come, but also build it before you need to use it.
Yeah.
I forgot who said that, but like, you're totally right. If you have it ready, it's let's take it back to the store analogy, right?
Okay.
You own a lemonade shop or like a brick and mortar store, but you're like, I'm not gonna put the furniture in. I'm not gonna put the sign up, and I'm not gonna put the cash register in until like more people start coming in here, you know. And then so you're just sitting there. You're like, I haven't set up the POS system yet. And then all of a sudden, there's like a national parade, once in a lifetime. The president is at your mall, and there's like a flock of thousands of people, and they need refreshments, and you didn't set up your cash register yet, and you're gonna miss out on all that traffic. You know what I'm saying? It's the same.
I gotta say,
thing.
Justin
These
has
analogies
the
are
best
crazy.
analogy maker in the world.
These analogies
spitting them
are
out
coming
like
out
fire all day.
You get it though?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like,
That's perfect though. Yeah.
you don't know when it's gonna come, so have it ready.
Yep.
Like, you know, in your videos, have your links up, have your socials ready, have them on public or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be like, I'm gonna wait until later. Yeah. But yeah, it's kind of fun having a podcast with 4 people because I don't have to constantly think of something to say because someone always has something to say.
This is fun, man. This is fun.
Like, speaking of, like, you said, like, link or like be ready.
Yeah.
As in, like
when
DJ
Khaled says, stay ready. Wash your back.
Yeah. So like when I made YouTube videos, like, or my first YouTube videos, I would already link my Twitter and not even use Twitter. I just had a Twitter and also made one of those, like, I guess like a parody videos. It was just like, the video was just called Follow My Twitter. It was just the Twitter logo, like, zooming in and out. And it just said my @
Yeah.
And it's not even my @ anymore, but I was like, I don't know why I made that. I just wanted the followers on Twitter. But then when people went back to it, I guess it linked it back to, but it was like an old video too. I don't even know. Like, that means they scrolled to the bottom or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And the cool part when you're still starting is that you can try so many different things. You don't have to worry. Like right now, I have to kind of worry. Like I can't just
like branding wise for you or like
I can't post a video of me playing kendama for 5 minutes because it's just gonna make certain people unsubscribe. Like anytime I post anything, if I live stream, if I do anything, certain people will just unsubscribe right away because it's just such a segmented audience at this point that like they might not know really when they subscribed or they don't need it anymore or they don't understand exactly what I'm doing. So like once you get past a certain point, you literally can't please everyone anymore and you just have to kind of like burn some and gain some. It's impossible.
That's one reason why like for my channel it's not progressing because like I just have everything on it.
Yeah, well that's what you have to do. Like try everything, and then once some stuff starts hitting, some stuff starts working, make more of that stuff, and then if you want to, and then make more of that stuff, and make more of that stuff, and then like keep, like you said, loop it or like iterate it over and over. You know, if you look in your analytics, it's honestly with you guys, I would say like don't even worry about like stats or anything yet. Just keep have an idea and like keep executing on it, and then like eventually once you have a large enough library of data of like viewership, even with like what you have right now, you have a decent amount of videos. You can sort in your last 30 days how much, or you can sort your top viewed video, and I'm sure you have some videos that have probably gotten thousands of views, 10,000, and you can see, that one got 10,000 views. That's like way more than all my other ones. And you can be like, why? And then it's probably obvious. And you'd be like, okay, I'll make another one like that. Okay. And then another one like that. And another one like that. Yeah. And then all of a sudden you have a whole new library of like, I don't know. this stuff is like
videos that'll pop.
Yeah. My brain hurts trying to talk about YouTube algorithm. I hate algorithms in general. I love algorithms, but I hate
this
algorithms.
is fun. Yeah.
But like, I wanted to ask if there's anything that you guys wanted to ask us about that, like starting or like, because we were both in that phase and we somehow like figured out how to somehow miraculously like gain a small audience.
Yeah.
What do you guys have any questions?
Yeah. Give me a second here. Okay, well, you talk about
or like anything you're struggling with that, because I want to relate to some, like if anyone's watching or anyone who's watching, any listener or viewer. Thank you if you're listening on iTunes, by the way, too. Leave a nice rating.
I hope the phone's still on.
Yeah, it is. Unless my phone did something, it records until the battery fills up.
Nice.
Until the memory fills up. But if it's not, whatever, we'll put it on iTunes still. We got the first hour. Anyways.
Nice.
Someone's probably listening to this that's in a situation, and you guys are more freshly in that perspective, so you guys might be able to relate to the struggles of it better, whereas I kind of just have to like remember what the struggles were and talk about how to fix them. So like, what do you think, or what are the things that you're struggling with at this point? Actually, because you know what? I can't say that I know the struggles of a 2018, like in 2018.
Yeah.
I know 2000. I know 2000. I know I started my channel in 2011. So for what it took me to get from 0 to 1,000 is probably totally different. Not totally, but like somewhat different than what it takes to get to 0 to 1,000 in 2018. You're almost there. I mean, you already have it figured out. I mean, you're both almost there.
Yeah.
0 to 1,000 is like I said,
1,000's
everything.
The hardest, for me.
1,000's hardest. I don't know. I think my thing is just kind of, I don't know.
I would have to take. I actually haven't seen you guys' channel, so like,
yeah.
I used to do this thing where I live stream channel. I still do it. I don't know why I said used to, but I live stream channel reviews, and so I just take a look at people's channels and say like what I would do to make try to make it better.
Yeah, that's cool. That's really cool. Yeah, for me, I don't know. I think so. I was daily vlogging for like 6 months, and I kind of like burned myself out. But I think for me, it's like staying motivated and continuing to do it, because I really like doing it, and I like documenting my day, and I think it's super fun, and it makes my day even more fun, and I like being able to like review my day after.
It's fun to go back to old days.
Yeah, it's like a personal diary for me too, and I love it. I absolutely love it. But it got to the point where I was putting so much effort and so much work into it. And then I started like creating, and I wanted people to see it. Like I want people to see my content, whether or not. I mean, I don't care about money. I make something and I want to share it. Like I don't care.
That's why I started.
Yeah, I just want to share it with people. Like I want to create something and share it with people. That's
exactly why I started.
Like I don't care how many views or like really I get, but I still want people to see it. You know. I don't know if
I enjoyed like seeing how many people I could get to see it.
Yes.
Because I started in like. When I started, I would do like just the most random stuff on it wasn't even on this account. I would make like a top 5 Drake verses. And it wasn't anything to do with me, but I just wanted to see how many people can I get to watch this video if I do it right. It's the same idea.
Yeah.
There was no monetization program back then or nothing. I don't know why I was doing it. I just wanted to see how many people I could make watch this.
For me, when I made YouTube videos, it's because like I was watching other YouTubers. I'm like, that's cool. And like, I didn't know they were making money from it. So I was just like, oh, if he could do it, I could do it too. And then the website's free. So I was just like, I signed up. And I didn't care for the views at first. I was just like, upload. I guess I did because I would share it to my family. Like I would literally like show them the video, but
it's not like you care. It's not like you're doing it for the views, but like
you said, you put the work in.
You do care about, or like you just want people to watch. I don't know. There's nothing wrong with caring about views.
There's nothing wrong about caring about views or money. I always tell people.
I mean, it's like being an artist.
I agree.
Yeah.
Like, you shouldn't feel guilty for it. You should feel bad you shouldn't feel bad about anything, but, like, it's not going to work if it's your only concern. Yeah. But it should be, like, your lower priority.
You shouldn't go into it.
Yeah.
Like
I like that one, yeah.
But you shouldn't feel bad about, like, wanting to, like, make a living out of it. You know what I think for vlogs? I think, like, when you're just starting out, here's why popular vloggers, like, are able to get millions of views, is because usually it's because they were some sort of popular thing before. Like
yeah.
Casey Neistat was already like a popular film commercial editor. He had a show on HBO, was it?
Yeah.
And so he started documenting more about himself. Right now, if any NBA player started vlogging, Will Smith.
Will Smith just started his vlog. It's amazing.
Like 500,000 or something.
Yeah.
Will Smith started. So of course we're gonna watch his vlogs because we want to learn more about him. But I think it's much, much harder to like come up off of vlogging itself. I think vlogging, anyone who's done it like relatively without, like done it pretty successfully and without too much struggle, not had a prior following, maybe had a prior following, but like had something to show besides like the vlog was like the thing that came after. Like
sure.
It was like the second, like you watched I'm trying to think.
It's basically
Logan
like
Paul
the
even,
BTS
right?
of what their main job was. That's the way I looked at it. Like
I guess like Logan Paul and Jake Paul didn't do that. They were Vine stars.
Yeah,
but then that's what they had the following coming back in, right? Or
what I would say is if I was trying to start out right now and I was just doing vlogs and I was trying to go from 0 to like 1,000, I would go so heavy on like I don't know if it's called flag polling, tent polling. Is that what it's called?
I'm not sure.
I would make sure that all of my stuff at first was like tent polling off of like popular not trends, but like popular news and subjects. Like, and then I would intersperse it with my own stuff. So do you do anything like, there's always big crazes on YouTube. Do you give your, like when Logan Paul had that take? Okay, when Logan Paul did that thing with like the suicide forest.
Yeah. Did everybody talk about that or do anything? No.
See, I feel like that's something you have to do. I know. Okay, that is a touchy subject. Okay, so maybe not that.
Well, yeah, but okay, something like
if
Tide Pods or something. I don't know.
Maybe like I would make, even if it's not like, you should name your vlog like why is everyone eating Tide Pods? Have your regular vlog and at least talk about it for a minute. Like have part of your, that way you're. How many times have you guys stumbled upon a video where like it was
because you were searching something?
Because you were searching for a particular topic. Because you got to remember, how are people going to find your video in search?
Yeah, exactly.
You have to. That's what I'm trying to say. You don't have to like whore yourself out to trends, but you have to make it. You have to keep search in mind when you're starting.
Yeah.
And you almost have to sacrifice what you want to make right now for like search friendly stuff, and then at a certain level, it's like a battle, right? Right now, like when I started, it was 100% giving myself, not giving myself. It was 100% like, this is all free stuff for you. 100% Photoshop tutorials and stuff. Now, I can like kind of take a little bit more personal for myself. So like I'll live stream playing Fortnite or something. Can't believe we didn't talk about Fortnite this whole time. But I'll live stream playing Fortnite and doing Q&A. That would never fly if I was just starting N0, Why am I live streaming Fortnite? I'm just playing video games right now. And like, but now I can have those fun moments where I'm literally playing video games doing Q&A. Like vlogging is super fun to you, right?
Yeah.
It's going to be, but like, you have to, it's probably like, you seem like a really nice and interesting guy too, but like, you have to kind of like give the people what they already want and then slowly like take a couple inches. It's like foot in the door.
Jab, jab, right hook.
Yes, Gary Vee. Yeah. You have to give the people what they want, like a little bit. And then once they're in the door, then you can be like, no, by the way, guys, I don't really like talking about like, Logan Paul.
But yeah.
But I also like to like, I don't know, whatever.
No, yeah, that makes complete sense.
And you slowly.
Yeah.
Are you doing anything like that?
Not really. No.
So it's all like personal.
It's pretty much all personal. Like, this is me.
Yeah. And I can commend that. Someone's probably going to like not like the advice I'm giving you. No. But just strictly from like a growth perspective.
Yes.
You got to give something up first.
I agree.
You have to like.
You kind of have to tailor to your audience a little bit.
You can't do 100% what you want. Even right now, like you said, like we don't 100% like making like the same old tutorial every time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely have preferences.
Okay, so I've got a question for you then, because you touched on not being able to create the content that you want to create all the time. Now you've got pressure from your audience now to kind of create other videos at 400,000 subscribers. You too as well.
It's bigger than me.
Yeah. At what point or at what threshold was it the easiest where you could kind of create stuff
I'd say like it happened pretty quickly, but like my channel's been on and off. But like I guess I'll tell you what, because audiences are segmented from like the videos that you make. So I have a bunch of Photoshop videos. I have like 200 Photoshop videos, but most of my audience is here for Premiere. So the most easiest time that it was, the easiest time I had pleasing my audience was when everyone was fresh and new. Because the longer they're here, like who knows what these 400,000 people are going to be doing in 2-3 years, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe their attention is going to be expired. So the easiest time I had was when I was doing the daily Premiere Pro videos and everyone was there for the Premiere Pro videos. But now I'm kind of evolving still a little bit more. So like now I'm taking that and then some of them are going to watch this. Not all of them, just some of them. And then I'm going to do the next thing. But that's why my channel might have 1 million subscribers one day. But you know what? It is going to have 1 million subscribers one day.
Yes, it will.
But like, but a video still might get 10,000 views.
Yeah.
Because, you know, there's 1 million people and like all of them came from a different video. Literally, when you click subscribe, you either came from the channel or a video. So all of them came from something different and they're not all here for the same thing at this point. And so it's more like, I always bring it back to Khan Academy. You know Khan Academy?
I don't.
It's like
is the jump cut?
You know. No, Khan Academy. It's like math. Like type in how to do 2 + 2 or how to do calculus. It's like the biggest math channel. They have like 4 million subscribers. Wow. Shout out to Khan Academy. Help me pass.
When I was doing some homework.
You have 100%.
That's awesome.
That's a good idea though.
They have like 4 million subscribers. Sometimes they'll upload the most specific video that it'll get like 500 views. With 4 million subscribers, they'll upload like how to calculate the radius curve of a x + 3 or whatever, or something like very specific.
Wow.
Doesn't that come into play of like the new algorithm of who sees your video when you upload it? As in like,
I wouldn't even worry about like the algorithm too much because it's changing so much. Just worry about the search engine more, like SEO friendly. But I say that to say like, but if you look at their total monthly views, because they have like 4,000 videos on their channel. Yes, they're a channel with 4 million subscribers with some like a weird ratio because they upload like 10 videos a day that get like maybe sometimes not even crack 1,000 views on the first day. And someone might look at that and be like, this channel's dead. If you look at their monthly views, they're doing like 20 million views a month or something. And if you compare it to other channels like Drama Alert or something with similar millions of subscribers, they're just as healthy in total monthly views, if not more healthy. So it's like you can't compare audiences so much on the surface level. It's so different, you know?
It's interesting.
But I feel like we're past like an hour. We're probably at an hour. I started recording a little bit when we're setting up. So what do you guys think? We're kind of good there on the topics. I feel like we can't go all day.
Yeah.
Unless you guys have any like final things to add or like final questions or like.
What do you guys think about this view outside?
It is a nice view. Man.
Shout out to everyone that lives here in the valley, the San Fernando Valley here in Southern California. It looks great from the air.
What's wrong with it on the floor?
On the floor,
all right,
it's a different story.
Explain to me, if someone who's not from here, who's an expat, why the valley gets such a bad rap.
So here's the thing about the valley, guys. The valley is an incredible place.
Dude,
with a lot of
crap on the
incredible,
valley.
really talented people in
I
it.
just tried to drink my microphone.
But yeah, you know, the valley just is segmented into different places. So you have I don't know. I'm gonna get in trouble. The valley is the perfect example of urban sprawl. We just changed the subject up like crazy. Urban sprawl basically means that you have all this zoning that's just completely like all over the place. We're in a 10-story tall skyscraper right next to I'm looking at a house right down the street. So it's crazy. So since there's a lot of zoning, it means there's a lot of pretty places right up next to a lot of ugly places, and it's interesting.
It's a mix.
Yeah. So.
All right. Well, that was a totally.
So
on next time on the podcast,
we're talking about
demographics.
Our segmented niche segments of our viewership.
I guess I'll wrap it up then. So anyone who's watching on YouTube, if this is your first time, definitely subscribe to the channel. I'll leave a link to everyone's channel here so you guys can check it out, get more context on what we're saying, and I'll try to link up everything in the descriptions or the show notes. If you didn't know, you can basically catch this podcast kind of any, like on iTunes, YouTube, Stitcher, wherever you listen to podcasts. If you prefer listening rather than watching the video, if you're driving or something, you can subscribe to my podcast on iTunes. Give it a rating if you enjoyed. I'd greatly appreciate that. Leave us a comment. Let us know, what you thought, or add on to any of the topics that we did. And yeah, thank you for listening. Do you guys want to?
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you guys for joining.
Thank you. This has been amazing. This is so cool.
Thank you for having us.
I don't know. Everyone just looked at me. I was like,
thank you.
Is this the part where we kidnap Justin?
Yep. And if you guys don't see this getting uploaded,
Justin's moving to LA.
Well, if you see this uploaded, I'm safe.
Did I say that out loud?
All right. Cool.
Sweet, man.
That was awesome. That was fun. I didn't want to go too. We did like 110, 115 because
Nice.
I started recording before we saw there was probably 5 minutes of setup.
No,
So hopefully everything was good. Is it still recording? Let's see. Let's hope so.
That's great.
Yes.
I'm not
1 hour.